Let's go to another sleeper, and that's PJ Mustipher. And this is somebody, Josh, that a year ago and before the knee injury, I thought of him as a second or a third round pick. This is somebody that I thought was going to continue to wow scouts, was getting all Big Ten consideration, of course. And then the injury happens, but he came back so strong for the injury this past season for Penn State, was the best interior defensive lineman for them. This again, intelligence. Penn State is producing smart players, whatever they if this is something they have beforehand or something they develop when they get to James Franklin, that the intelligence is just through the charts. PJ Mustipher is the smartest guy in the room. It's no, like, he knows how to read centers, he knows how to read quarterbacks, cadences. He was always the first. It's not the fastest guy, but he was
Oh yeah.
always the quickest guy off the line of scrimmage. Why is that? Because he recognized that he has great play recognition. But this was someone that did not help himself out at the combine. Probably had one of the, I don't want to say the worst, one of the worst performances, but it just did not go well for him. And now he's gone from somebody that was a day two consideration all the way to someone who might go undrafted. So what is the verdict for PJ Mustipher here? Because I think he's a great prospect, and I think he's going to be a quality starter for a team down the road.
Yeah, he's a tough one because, like you said, before last year honestly was his worst year. He graded a 54.6 on PFF, had a 73 the year before that. And you mentioned that the injury, and maybe that kind of takes a little bit out of your motor, out of your engine, that get off on the line. But still, just a big body guy, a ton of experience. He's probably going to be close to 24 years old once the season starts. A 6'4", 320. Played majority of his snaps over the B gap on the line, whether it's run stopping. He just needs to add that ability to get to the quarterback. I'm not saying be Aaron Donald or Deron Payne,
Right,
or someone like that where you're getting like double-digit sacks every season. But only 3 sacks in 3 seasons. Only 2 hits and only 5 hurries the last 2 seasons. So you want a guy who can, it's great being able to stop the run. You're taking up a lot of space in that B gap, especially. But the D tackles in today's NFL, they're a little bit more slimmer. Yeah, you have your Jordan Davises and those big body guys out there still, but you need these guys who can get outside of blocks, cut in these gaps. I mean, even doing some feints and stuff like that's where they're getting to the quarterback. I just don't think PJ has that in his belt. He's more of like I have one tool, but it's a really good tool, but it might only do so much for your D line. And it helps. I mean, last year when you have those edge rushers that Penn State had, so maybe a team like that to where they just need some help solidifying that inside of the line. They have some really good outside players. I think he would be a really good, maybe I say probably a late 6th, early 7th round pick at this point. Like I said, that combine didn't help him out, but that experience and the IQ is a ton of value for a team.